Today, I want to talk you through my journey in Dark Souls 2, the game that is widely considered the hardest and worst in the Souls series. But after I played it, I thought it was really solid, and honestly, if this is the worst, it means there's only better to come, so I don't feel bad saying that, what are these people on? The intro is a load of yap from these stupid fucking witches, which then leads to me finding out that I am the cursed, and there is a fate that I must fulfill. That said, my new name is Michael Oxlong. God, he's gorgeous, and he goes through the things betwixt like it's fucking nothing, because it's literally just a path to Majula.
Try sorcery butthole.
Which is the hub world of this game, the beautiful, calming, serene hub world of Majula, which I immediately go the wrong way and have to turn back and do a bit more exploring. Manage to wander straight into Hyde's Tower of Flame and get battered before being steered towards the Forest of the Giants. This game introduces the mechanic of kind of hollowing, where every time you die, you lose a percentage of your health, similar to Demon Souls, I believe. This can only be reversed by using a human effigy, and it can be an issue for a lot of people, but for me, I didn't actually find it that bad, as far as I remember, so I get good. The warping between bonfires is unlocked instantly in this game, unlike in Dark Souls 1, which is the only other Souls game that I've played, and it is freeing. And I also meet the Emerald Herald in this game, who will level me up every time I transport back to Majula. Or, well, I have to talk to her to level up. She is the wife. Also, considering this is a Dark Souls 2 video, I obviously am obligated to mention ADP, which is a new stat in this game, Adaptability. It affects how many invincibility frames you have in your dodge roll, and how quick you drink your Estus. Estus is quite rare in this game, unlike the others, your flask is not always there. You have to collect Estus shards to upgrade the amount of uses, starting with only one Estus, and your main form of healing will be life gems and various items that you can get a lot easier. And I understand that it is a big pain in the ass to dump 10 levels or 15 levels into the stat to make it usual to how it is in the other games, but you get used to it. But that's enough about irrelevant things. Let's get back to the journey, starting with just descending down the Forest of the Giants and beating the fuck out of this thing. It's certainly not pretty, and it's certainly one of the bosses of all time.
Get out! Why am I struggling? Why am I struggling?
Shut up, past Creech. It's not that bad. Next order of business was going back through Hyde's and fighting Dragon Rider, who is a piece of piss, and I didn't even kick him off the edge.
Ooh. Never mind. No! Wait. Oh no.
Okay, I take back what I said. Apparently I really struggled with this guy. I don't do that anymore. Yeah, so I ended up in No Man's Wharf for 4 hours because this area fucking sucks major balls and I had no idea where I was meant to go. Eventually, I gave up and I went over and killed the Pursuer because I was kind of just trying to get extra levels, and then I ended up acquainting myself with a nice mace, which is a solid weapon in this game. But I was still having some trouble with the Cathedral of Blue, because I was, to be fair, not exactly optimized with my fighting yet. And using the help of some chat, I managed to locate the Dranglake armor and sword, which are absolutely fantastic and practically a win button. Obviously, they aren't a one-shot weapon, but I'm quite fond of the Claymore in Dark Souls 1 and the Black Knight sword, so this was right up my alley. This allowed me to take my sweet new blade to No Man's Wharf and finally get through to the Lost Bastille. Still had to kill this thing though.
This is the noob's Dark Souls. This is my style. My style is, yeah. I'm the type of person that people would complain at for beating Elden Ring with Mimic Tear. Because I know that's a thing. Even again, I was mainly involved when I was playing Dark Souls 1, and it was mainly Dark Souls 1 I was involved in, but I know about the games and I bloody win. Mimic Tear, I'll be using it.
Love me some summons, that's for sure. Lost Bastille wasn't actually that bad. It was more of a maze, if anything, for my run. And I ended up skipping one of the, like, bosses. I didn't even realize at the time, but there's, like, 3 sentries that I just kind of blanked. Didn't even go near them. I just found myself at Sinner's Rise and beat the Lost Sinner with the help of another summon. And the first Great Soul was embraced. So far, so good.
Hey! It's so difficult. Great Soul embraced? Woo!
The first place I went after this was going around the kind of foggy woods area. There's a few chests in here with some good shit, but for the most part, if you stick to the left, you'll be able to make it through. Make your way through this forest, and I found myself face to face with a scorpion lady that killed me a couple times, but fortunately, they call me the Exterminator.
It was nice knowing you. Oh, please. No! She's not one hit. There we go. Woo!
The next portion of the game sees me going through this little cave segment known as the Door of Pharaohs, full of these funky little guys who are no match for my sword. And after squeezing my way out of there, I found myself in a quaint little mining town. I really hope there's no giant rock spider at the end of this. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, a bunch of little ones. Oh, right. Easiest boss in the world. And there's the big one. Okay, well, you know, they call me the Exterminator.
Should I leave you guys to that? When I actually have to play the game, it's going to go so wrong, because I've just been, like, cheesing it the entire time. I have, like, done nothing. I did not deserve that.
Yes, I did. They call me the Exterminator. Also, even though it didn't say it, that was the second Great Soul. So, anyway, on to the next one. Anyway, I took a little pit stop back to the Cathedral of Blue and killed the old Dragon Slayer real quick. His theme song goes hard, though, so I'm going to put it on in the background. I got a call about a slug infestation, so I went my way through the Huntsman's Copse next, and after successfully navigating that, I was face to face with a giant septic tank for a tower. Sorted the slug infestation like a pro, because they call me the Exterminator.
Brother! What is this creature? What? What? He's so easy, yeah. But like, what? What? Wow, okay. He's a fish! He's a big fish! Come here.
Next segment is basically just climbing up the septic tank tower until we eventually end up face to face with Medusa herself. And her whole arena is in a poison swamp that constantly drains your health. And unless you specifically know to light a specific thing on fire with a torch, even though the game never teaches you that you can light things on fire with a torch, you have to kill her in poison. There is a ring at the bottom of the tower, though, that I had to backtrack to get, which gives you, like, resistance, so it made it a bit easier, yeah.
You. Go, 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 go.
Okay, so for some reason, Bowser's castle was just chilling in a lake of lava that was in the sky on top of this tower. Okay, people complain about this kind of map design the whole time. I know it doesn't make sense, but at the time, are you really giving that much of a fuck when you're... Do you get, as soon as you walk into a map, do you think, this makes no fucking sense? Anyway, these spirits suck ass. Smelt a Demon is a pretty cool fight. If only he was blue. Is this great foreshadowing? Is this amazing foreshadowing? You should like the video and subscribe if it's amazing foreshadowing, because it would help a lot and I would like it. Get through enemy spam 101. The enemy placement is definitely a partial complaint that I do have about the game, but you know, get through enemy spam. I found myself in Belfry Soul and did nothing with it. Big old giant boy arrives, and he's really easy, and that is the third Great Soul. 3 out of 4.
Wait, in the horn. I missed. Oh no, I thought he was going to hit me in the lava. Got him. Nearly messed it up. Number 1 or 2. Come on. Okay. You know what? That was a great soul. Definitely did more damage than with the spider, I guess.
The next area has you going down a well and like through a weird Blighttown ripoff into the worst area, one of the worst areas in the game at least, and fighting a mud blob. This area fucking sucks, so I'm only giving it like 15 seconds of time.
Out of here. That was easy, I can't lie. That was a great soul. That was a great soul. Okay.
This is where the end of the main game is nigh, Drang Lake Castle, where we must fight our way through to eventually come face to face with the Queen and kill 2 Dragon Riders, because there's 2 of them now, I don't know. Not gonna lie though, Queen seeming rather suspicious. This area has some weird puzzles that confused me for a while, or one specifically where you got to put souls in statues just by killing certain enemies close to them, which is not really made apparent to you. And unfortunately, after killing Looking Glass Knight and getting out, we are face to face with Shrine of Amarna, which is probably tied with Black Gulch in being the worst area in the game. There's just a lot of ranged enemies and the bonfires are really spaced out. You know, the more I remember, the more I have little gripes with a lot of the areas, but I mean, the game's still good. Killed this gross fucking thing. Heading through the Undead Crypt leads us to meet Aldia, who's this weird root monster, and he's the Scholar of the First Sin, included in the Scholar of the First Sin edition. He's just kind of here. I've got to kill this guy, but that's just because he's guarding the king, who is all drained and hollow and kind of just sadly dragging his sword around over here, but I need his ring to open some doors, so I'm gonna need to take that. This is where we open the door to the technically final area of the game, the Throne of Want, where we fight 2 people guarding the throne and realize there's nothing there.
Is this Ornstein and Smo type beat? One of them dies, the other one becomes lightning. Wait. I have to wait so long for my stamina to restore. I don't even. I can take the King's Ring off once I'm through the door. Got you.
So as far as I'm aware, the game does not tell you to do this, but what you are meant to do, which I guess it doesn't need to tell you because you've probably come across this door that is similar to the King's Ring, so I guess next order of business would rightfully be in your mind to go and check the other King Ring doors. But we have to go through Aldia's Keep first. And after you kill this dragon, what you need to do is go over to the Dragon Sanctuary and get the Ashen Mist Heart from this giant fucking dragon so that you can enter the memories or the dreams of dead giants to acquire the Ashen Mist Heart. And once you have the Ashen Mist Heart, suddenly the final boss spawns in the Throne of Want. But I'm going to do the DLCs first, thank you. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to try and go through these DLCs pretty quickly, because as I'm making this, it's the day that the video is meant to be uploaded, and I am behind on schedule. First off is the Crown of the Sunken King DLC, that is a very poison-themed DLC, which kind of sucks, but takes us through the sunken city of Shulva, and through the inner workings and underworkings of the city. Pretty damn hard, but the final boss is a dragon. We do have to kill this girl first before doing that, and she can summon, like, another boss from the main game, and that's kind of annoying. And the dragon fight is actually really cool, and I quite like it, even though he does take a lot. This was where I got a new weapon though, so I got a weapon that was even better than the Drang Lake Sword, which I then used for the rest of the playthrough, which was quite nice. The next DLC is the Crown of the Old Iron King, that takes us through Broom Tower and the ashen waste that kind of surrounds the place. This is the one that I think I spent the most time kind of enjoying. It has the best bosses in my opinion, even though this game for a lot of people has a problem with too many humanoid bosses. I thought Blue Smelter Demon was very difficult, but it was nice. I mean, I don't really have complaints about Smelter Demon.
Get him! Gone!
Hume Knight is quite a funny case as well, because I was struggling with him even with summons, and I ended up being forced into a corner and having to 1v1 him. So, you know, I can't even say that that's a skill issue there. I beat him without summons.
I got him! Actually die! Actually die! I'm actually the best.
Sir Alon was actually a similar story as well. I brought in summons and failed and ended up having to 1v1 him, and I will gladly take fighting what is gladly considered the two hardest bosses solo to be proof that I am not shit.
Oh my god! Am I good?
Next up is the Old Ivory King, and no, I did not go to the Frigid Outskirts, but on my second playthrough personally, I did, and it was pretty shit, but it could have been worse, I guess. But in terms of what I actually did in this journey, what Michael did, Michael Oxlong, I went through, I killed the kitty cat, I gathered all the knights, because I was damned if I was doing that fight solo, got my ass beat by the Old Ivory King and all his little goons a million times, but I fucking got him, and we sorted it, and that's all 3 crowns, all 3 DLCs. Let's get to the end. No cool intro this time. Let's end this bitch. Went through a few giant places to gather some souls so that I had the items required to kill Vendrick, because I felt like it. Fuck you, king. Ended things off by wandering into the Throne of Want like a badass, killing the queen, coming face to face with Rootman Oldia, who was a piss take. I keep saying face to face in this video, you're gonna have to fight me face to face for that. We killed the Rootman and took the throne. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And remember my name, Mike Oxlong.